What's up, everybody? I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the Let's Talk Tuesday First Amendment podcast. I want to introduce myself. I am the announcer, the promoter. Y'all know who I am. It's the Duck. Now, coming to the stage is Dominique and his friend Datisha.
Man, what's good? What's great? What's good? Ain't no fire going on today. I want all the smoke Tuesday. I think that's what I might change the name to. Is I want all the smoke Tuesday. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Dominique once again with the First Amendment Let's Talk Tuesday podcast on your show. I'm here every Tuesday. I always start every Tuesday. But most Tuesdays I'm here to talk about things that you don't want to talk about. Ain't no subject taboo. Y'all know that's just the way that it is. Everything is public. Everything going on the way that it is supposed to be. Supposed to be. I ain't shaved in a while. I don't know. I'm just going through some things, y'all. My computer wanted to act the fool today. The dog didn't cry. The old lady just being old. But it's the Queen's birthday, so shout out to Nanny. Happy birthday, Nanny. Love you dearly. Love you dearly. So what's going on, y'all? I got some stuff we got some to talk about today. It is the First Amendment Let's Start Tuesday podcast where, excuse me, let me be professional, where our motto is we talk about the things that don't nobody else want to talk about. Ain't no subject taboo. Got to drink to that with my ashy hands, oh Lord. But y'all know I don't do this show alone. Some of my co-hosts show up, some of them don't. But the one that's always here from the beginning, and we trying to get to change her name to Glow Ray. Not Glory, Glow Ray. That's just all I'm going to say for the hearing impaired and the people to see. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you should have came to the barbecue. That's just all I'm saying. But you know her, I love her. Her name is Ms. Push Up Bra, a.k.a. Keita Boo.
Hey.
What's up, Boo? What you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I put lotion on my ashy hands. I had to wrestle with the dog today. So I'm good. I'm good. Got my roll on and stuff and spread. I'm feeling quite frisky today. So how was your week, girl?
Pretty good. It's my job. My supervisor was telling us that some leadership and supervisor positions is coming up. So I'm excited about that. Other than that,
so they finally is going to promote you after 12 years.
Listen.
After 12 years, they's going to promote the girl. I am not mad at you.
Listen.
Go get it.
Before I got this position, I told them in the interview, listen, Linda.
Linda. Not Mrs. Jones. Not Mrs. Carey. Linda.
I was like, I want this job, but just know that I'm not going to stay in this position much longer. So that's
I know that's why I am so happy for you, boo. I'm glad you was there before the pandemic, before smallpox, monkeypox, bird flu, dog flu, cat flu, before Portia got pregnant, before the gay girl lost all the weight that was the trainer. You was there for a long time. But that's good, though. That shows stability. Lots of people weren't able to show the stability and be on their job 10, 12 damn years.
Yes, sir.
That's a blessing for the Lord.
Yes, sir.
That's just all I'm going to say. That's a blessing before the Lord. So, other than that, how was your week going on?
It's good. I had an excellent weekend that's leading to the week. I'm good.
Y'all know what that means when she says she has an excellent week, right? They don't call her Miss Push Up Bra for nothing. That's just all I'm saying.
I'm a good girl. I was at home taking naps.
I would too. After all that stuff going on, naps is
I was at home.
Naps is a part of the situation. Reading books,
yes,
bettering yourself. So, Kama Sutra is still considered a book.
No,
the art of negotiation is still a book.
I'm gonna shut up.
That's just all I'm saying. Yeah, don't open yourself up for that one because you're gonna get caught in that one right there. That's just all I'm saying. Before we get into everything, because we got some stuff we got to talk about. The title of the show Is she right? Let's argue. So I've been posting a lot of these videos that I see about retard things that I think that are conversation piece. Right? We're gonna play this video, and I want y'all to understand this lady's. She said the title is "Ladies, My Son is Single." It's a reason why her son's single. I'm going to point out a few things in the video, but we're going to play this video and show y'all what's going on. Let me go ahead and start the video over. Hold on. Because y'all got to hear it from the beginning. If you don't watch this video from the beginning, then you're going to miss out on everything that's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the double screen up. You know, we working with technology now, so... Now, this is some reason why I wish I did have a background person that can do all this. But me, I'm too bougie. All right, here we go.
Your house.
I know, and I don't want people in my house. And
You don't want them to know where you live. So
hell no, because then I have to, look, you mess up the habit at home, it's a problem. Let me see here. Okay, share video file. No. Share screen. Here we go. Got to share the screen. Let me see here. Wrong one. Alright. We're going to share the screen here. I'm going to blow it up so y'all can see it. And the title of this video is My Son is Single. Let me go ahead and blow this up.
That's what he said.
Right. Chuck.
Every week. Hey, don't even come with me because y'all already know what my standards is because that's how I raise my kids. So anyway, my son fills up my car every week. Every week, he fills my car up. So just so y'all know, that's why my standards be so high because I raise my kids to do right by their women. Thank you, son. So yeah, my son actually fills my car. I've been meaning to make this.
We're going to pause right there for a second. We're going to watch this video. We're going to watch it again. And I want y'all to pay attention to the car that he's driving and what he got on his shoulder. But we're going to let the video run again.
Real for a minute. I just be forgetting. But he does fill my car up every Sunday. Y'all have a good day and be great, man. If your son ain't coming to fill up your tank every week, hey, don't even come with me because y'all already know what my standards is because that's how I raise my kids. So anyway, my son fills up my car every week. Every week, he fill my car up. So just so y'all know, that's why my standards be so high because I raise my kids to do right by their women. Thank you, son. So yeah, my son actually fills my car. I've been meaning to make this reel for a minute. I just be forgetting, but he does fill my car up every Sunday. Y'all have a good day and be great, man.
All right. So you saw the video just like I did. What are your thoughts on this video?
First of all, gas is too damn high to be filling anybody's tank up every week. I love my mom to death, but if I had to fill up her tank every week, I'm gonna be like, listen, ma'am, you gonna have to stay. Ain't nothing else that important. You gotta go outside because filling my tank up, because he has his car and he has her car. There is no amount of stuff that you get. Me and my brother, we help her out, but filling her tank up every week. Listen, ma'am, we're gonna have some stipulations. Sit down. This week don't go nowhere. And the sad part about it is, he looks young. So I don't know what state they're in, but it's like you're asking, you're okay as a mother to have him fill up his tank and your tank. Like my mom, she'll take, with my mom, she's like, okay, I'll fill it up this week and next week you do it because I know the way your bills are set up. I know the way your money is set up. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do it, I understand. But she's expecting him to do that every week. I'm not doing nothing for nobody every week, especially if I ain't, nah, I'm good. Like, to me, and it's just like I feel sorry for him because because of his pockets, I don't know what he does for a living, and I don't know if he has a girlfriend or not, but she seems like the type of person where when she calls, he needs to come running. And then my thing was all the money that you're spending on, all the money that you're saving on gas, you couldn't brush your hair. You couldn't get a brush and finish, get that hair taken up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much wrong with that because I'm just like, man, gas is hella high. Why does he have to do it every week? Where's your money? You know what I'm saying? And then why you like? I just don't. I feel like everything shouldn't be recorded because he looked like I really don't want to do this, but she's not giving me no choice. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing about this is it seems like since she can't get a man or she can't stay in a relationship, he has to unwillingly take that place of her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to help your parents, but I feel like her expectations and her standards are so high that she's missing out on stuff. And then her son has to take the place. And he looks like he is not happy, which I wouldn't be either, having to fill up your tank every week. No, ma'am. No. You're going to have to sit down somewhere. I'm going to need you to stay in the house for a week because if I got to fill it up, nope. That's how I felt about it. And then leave that boy's man. That's not a purse. I know what you about to get into. That's what they call it, a messenger bag. Leave that boy alone.
First and foremost, that ain't no goddamn messenger bag. This boy got this on like a purse. Let me prove it to you. That is a damn purse. Let me search. I'm going to mute you because you're going to interrupt. This right here is a goddamn purse. Watch when he walks to there, he flips it up like a woman do. It got a flap. It got a zipper. That ain't no book bag. That's a goddamn man purse. First and foremost. Number two, watch when he walks by the type of car he drives. Let's just do it in slow-mo. That's okay. This is going to prove my point. He driving a goddamn Mercedes, right? And he got a purse on. And he look like he in the point of transition. That's just all I'm saying. He's a transitioning, right? He got a purse with the hoochie daddy shorts on. That ain't even the biggest issue that I have going on. But these are the things that I've noticed in this video, right? He got the Mercedes, so he got a little money, right? You got your man purse and your cut off hoochie daddy shorts. Okay? Now we're going to get out of that part right there. We're going to get out of that section. This lady said that my son fills up my tank every week. One, you're a mama's boy. Nothing wrong with it, but you're a mama's boy. Like you said, every time she calls, he comes running. He could be in the middle of fucking his girl through the bed, hitting her from back, pulling her hair, sticking his thumb in her butt. Let that ringtone come out. It's your mama. He will leave butt-ass naked and come running. Straight out. You are a mama's boy. And what I don't like is she talking about I'm raising my kids. But no, you're taking advantage of your children. Where's your man? That's why you single. That's why your son is single. Because ain't no woman going to want to put up with that. Every 5 minutes, your mama call. Like I said, he could be in the middle of fucking her through the damn bed. And as soon as he hit ringtone, you know, there's a Shaka Khan song or something, or Mavis Staple or something, here he come running. Now, I get the fact of helping your mom out, being appreciative and stuff like that, but every Sunday, you ain't got enough money to brush your goddamn hair? Every Sunday, you on the Lord's Day, so you choosing to leave the Lord alone to go pimp your son. He already got a man bag, a purse. That's a purse. We ain't in France. We ain't in England. We ain't overseas. That is a purse. Now, don't get me twisted. I got a bag that I carry. I have a little book bag that I keep slung over my shoulder, and it got my pistol in it, straight out. But it looks like a book bag. Like a college book bag, not a purse. Big difference. That is a purse. that is not a man bag. The fuck is you carrying the man bag for? I carry mine because my pistol in it and it's hot and I wear basketball shorts. You see me with the black bag, it's some shit going on. It's 105 goddamn degrees and I don't want to slang no holster on my waist, so I carry it in the bag. You see me with the black book bag, somebody about to die. That is just all I'm saying. Y'all want to see the purse again? I got the video cued where you can see the purse.
Let me tell you how I got a funny quick story. I was talking to a guy that he carried his purse in the crook of his arm like this.
Hey, look, now don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against the Lifka 7 people.
But he said, listen, so when we were talking, what ended the minute he was talking was he said he can't wait to wear. Remember when men were wearing those onesies, those jumpers?
The rompers?
Romper.
Oh, hell no.
So this nigga was telling me, he was like, I can't wait to lose my stomach because I can't wait to get back in a romper. And I immediately started rolling. Well, where's your moms go?
Yeah, where your moms gonna go?
Because I remember I was telling you. And then he showed me a picture where he had his purse. Like, he had a big-ass purse, and he carried it crook in his arm. So when you said man carrying a purse, I just thought about that.
All right, y'all, before I get back into this dude with the man bag and the hoochie daddy shorts, I got to bring on the crazy person. You know, she has a check coming every week because she is certified with the crazy. We have paperwork to prove it. She was the set it off member that y'all didn't film. She's the one blowing up every goddamn body. But we gonna welcome her to the show because she is a friend, she is a family member, and she has single-handedly managed to piss off 23 people and the goddamn instructor. How the hell you piss off everybody in the goddamn class? Even the teacher pissed off because the teacher had no hope for everybody passing, right? She the only light-skinned one that passed the goddamn class and pissed off everybody. She pissed him off so much, somebody just walked out and said, I'm going to lunch. Lunch ain't for about another hour. Like I said, I'm going to lunch, I ain't coming back. But we gonna bring her on to the show, BC! What's up, BC? Oh, Lord, she got the Migos of the Casos. That means she's getting fucked up because she's happy she managed to piss off 23 goddamn people. That's just all I'm saying. At the same time, y'all. Same time. Same thing. So tell them how you managed to piss everybody off.
Well, so I got the new position, and they gave schedule options, and so you had to pick your first and second choice. Long story short, I got the best pick out of everybody, so I have the weekend off. I was the only person that got the whole weekend off.
So that lets y'all know after what? She gonna have to leave a little early or a little later because they gonna be after her.
All I heard was new position. I was like, yay!
Yes.
But we are happy for you. Congratulations. You have a decent work schedule now. You ain't got to be worried about, if the boys is doing this or them burning down the house or burning each other up for that factor either.
That part.
Right. One don't wear no shirt. He don't give a shit where fuck y'all at. He could be at church. Soon as church is out, shirt coming out.
Actually, on Sunday that did happen because after they left church, they went to Oceans of Fun. So that did actually happen.
I'm telling you, he went grocery shopping with his mama. Came out the store, said, "Mama, we done?" Yep, shirt was off. He in the damn parking lot. Still trying to figure out how he got the nipple in her ear in the picture, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
It was so awkward.
So, did you happen to see the video that we played? Because I'm anxious to cue it up again about the woman, the boy in the hoochie daddy shorts in the purse, getting his mama gas and wondering why she and he's single.
I mean, I didn't see the video. I'm sorry, I was dealing with life issues. But I mean, I'm interested to watch the video. Because
absolutely, we can watch it. I got it queued up. Don't even worry about it.
I'm sorry, Nikita. You're shaking your head. I shouldn't have did that.
No, you good.
So we're gonna play the video twice because it's a TikTok video, so I have no control over the speed and stop though. But we're gonna watch this video and let y'all check it out again because I'm upset about the hoochie daddy shorts in the purse. That's just what I'm upset about. This should not be going on in America. But that's okay. We're going to play the video any damn way. Here we go.
Hey, don't even come with me because y'all already know what my standards is because that's how I raise my kids. So anyway, my son fills up my car every week. Every week, he fill my car up. So just so y'all know, that's why my standards be so high because I raise my kids to do right by the women. Thank you, son. So yeah, my son actually fills my car. I've been meaning to make this real for a minute. I just be forgetting. But he does fill my car up every Sunday. Y'all have a good day and be great, man. If your son ain't coming to fill up your tank every week, hey, don't even come with me because y'all already know what my standards is. That's how I raise my kids. So anyway, my son fills.
All right, so y'all got the beginning of it. Now, what I noticed was the Hoochie Daddy shorts, the purse, and the Mercedes Benz. So that let me know he's in a transition phase, right? He filling up her tank every goddamn week, and she can't comb her goddamn hair. That's what I'm saying. Me and the kid noticed that. Your hair is shitty. Gas high. So we talking about $20, $30 a week that you saving on the tank. Fill up. So we talking about 40 now. A brush at the dollar store. The goodie brush, with the 3 things on the back that your mom used to pop your head with. Right? You can brush it up. Tangle it, weave it, something. And then the fact that she be sucking on her teeth and she get the little eye rolling thing talking about my son. And she said my kid, which means that he's an only child. Right? He got a man purse. He had Hoochie Daddy shorts on. So that let me know he transitioning to the Lifka 7 people. Right? And she ain't got no goddamn man. I'm going to go ahead and yield the floor over to BC. Go ahead, BC.
Okay, so a couple things. The shorts are actually not that Hoochie Daddy-ish. I've seen the shorts that you're speaking of. That is actually...
Then what's Hoochie Daddy? Anything above the kneecap, Hoochie Daddy.
Just listen. So, okay, but that's the style. My first question is, what you do that your son doesn't even trust you to leave his purse in the car when he putting gas in? That's my first question. My second question is...
You saw the purse? Okay.
I'm not a fan of them anyway, because what are you carrying? But my first question is, what do you do, ma'am, that your son doesn't even feel comfortable leaving his purse in the car with you? That's my first one. The second question is, while you're bragging about how he fills up your tank, why don't you include why he fills up your tank? Because more than likely, I don't know how old this gentleman is, but it could be that he's over the age of 20 or 21 and he still lives with you in your basement. He fills your car up because while you're at work, he's probably out riding around, going to his homie's house and playing video games and stuff. So I just feel if you're going to
with
tell
the Lifka 7 people, with the Lifka 7.
I'm not even necessarily saying that that's what I'm saying. If you're going to tell part of it, you kind of need to tell the rest of it. That's great that he fills it up, but normally when people do things like that, even kids, it's because you're running them around somewhere or you're picking them up somewhere or something like that. So if you're going to tell part of it, I'm going to need you to tell all of it. I still want to know what you be doing. Like, you steal something, man? Like, why didn't he leave his purse in the car with you? That's what I want to know.
But like I said, nowadays people don't tell the whole story. They show what's cute. You know what I'm saying? That's what they tell you the short part. But no one's ever going to, like, you see the pictures of couples and they look glued up, but you didn't know that they were just fighting before they took that picture. You know what I'm saying? Or they just starting for the gram. So gas is too damn high for you to fill your tank up every week. You're going to sit the hell down if that's the thing.
Every damn week? Now listen, I love my mama to death, and I don't have no problem helping out my mama, but gas is too goddamn high. We got monkey poppers walking around. Casamigos is the price of a gas tank now. She having a hard time opening up the damn Casamigos.
That'd be if I had to fill my mama's tank up every week. That'd be the first time she getting put on punishment. Listen,
put on punishment. My mama gonna have. Listen, I need to know exactly where you going. I'm gonna have an itemized place that she can go about how much gas it's gonna take, how many miles it's gonna take. The whole 9 yards. You go over that limit, some issues.
The crazy thing is, in this day and age, yeah, he may have been paying for it, but again, the real and the way people are about wanting their 15 minutes, who's to say she can actually give him her card? And he's
Nah,
just using her card to fill it up. Like, I understand what she said was happening, but who's to say just for appearance? I've literally seen a man at Quick Trip. He's sitting there talking about how good she looked, and she was in a dress and heels, and she was pumping the gas. And this dude, I literally watched this man gas her up and then get his gas in the passenger side of her car while she out there pumping gas. It's hot as shit.
He got that D. If that shit's going on, listen, I gotta see what he carrying because it's no
now
way.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
Paid for it, but she was out there pumping in heels and a dress.
I saw something similar like that.
Shit that got knocked out of her. Listen.
About 2 weeks ago, it was on a Saturday. I went and got my hair cut down off of 42nd and Main. You know the Quick Trip down there, right? So I pulled into the Quick Trip because it was like 100 some odd degrees outside. So I was hot. So I go in there and I'm waiting to park, and I see this blue Chevy Impala pull up, and the girl had on a little hoochie shorts. I'm like, damn, she look fine. But I keep wondering, huh? You're on mute.
Was she a light skinned chick? I'm sorry.
Yeah, light skinned, kind of short.
And she was with a light skinned kind of dude with some good hair.
No, this was a dark skinned dude with some dreads.
Never mind. No, that's not the same. She too had a blue card. The girl I saw had a blue card.
But it was what pissed me off is I see the car moving. You know, they was going to get air. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's another female. My dumb ass wait to the parking lot next to him get pulled open. I just pulled up right now. I just wanted to see. I really wanted to see. And it's a dude sitting in the damn driver's seat. And he got his girl, had to be his girl, because he got that vibe, like he think he the shit because he got a little light-skinned baddie. And she's putting air in the tire. So I get out of my car and I'm looking at him, and it took all of God for me not to say something. Because of what I wanted to say, you's a bitch-ass nigga. The fuck is she out here putting air in the tire? You not a pimp, you not nothing, you's a piece of shit. But I held my tongue because if he'd have said something, I'd have whooped him. And I had the black bag, so he'd have got whooped and shot at the same goddamn time. You know, but it was just the fact, why are you pumping the fucking air? You women of today, please. I don't give two shits what you want in a man. You should not be pumping gas or putting air in the tire and there's a nigga driving. I'm sorry. It's a nigga driving.
Even if he's in the passenger seat, I should.
If you in my car, period. I don't care where you sitting at in my car. Even if you in my trunk, you better get your ass out and do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna put your ass back in.
I do for the life of me. I did not. It was hard for me to understand this. Now, maybe he didn't have no legs. I was looking. Maybe he was handicapped. Maybe one leg shorter than the other. Maybe he had gas or something. Maybe he had the bubble guts and he had the poo-boo real quick. He leaned back, started rolling the blunt. I really wanted to reach in and punch him in the face. I don't even smoke no more like that. I went and bought me a black and was smoking the shit out of that black.
But you would have wasted your time doing that because at the end of the day, she's allowing that. He can't do nothing that she don't allow. So
Totally agree. So
I get your sentiment, but yeah, if she's allowing that, then you pretty much wasting your time on that. Like,
so
people that would just be like, I wish you would.
So here's the reason why I wanted to do this show, and I showed that video, and I should have put it in the caption. I'm probably gonna edit it to do it. You know, it's accountability. That's really what I want to talk about is accountability. And I'm gonna go ahead and change the name of this to accountability for a reason. Accountability. Hopefully nobody spelled it out kind of wrong. Alright, so I'm going to change the name of the show to accountability, just for that reason alone. I feel that people need to be more accountable for their actions. Whether you're a man, woman, or child, If you are of the age of knowledge and you know right from wrong, you should be held accountable for your actions. Totally agree with it. 110%. If you get caught, and we all gonna understand what I'm about to say. If you got two women and you get caught lying, doesn't it make more sense just to say, I fucked up? You caught me. Instead of trying to be light-skinned and sing and lie your way through, and you still create more of a hassle than necessary. That's just all I'm saying. And it goes on all spectrums, from racism to relationships to the whole 9 yards. We as a people, and not just color-wise, but as a people, need to be more accountable. For an example, one of the things that Dr. Ritchie talks about is when people stop and want to see your ID, your driver's license, or your documents for being someplace. That's like asking for your freedom papers. You know what I'm saying? When the cops pull you over, it is a law, it's a federal law, and it is in their mandates that they cannot run your license or your name without probable cause, without reasonable articulable suspicion, meaning that a crime has to be committed, because running your name is what they call a secondary or a third offense. Even for a traffic ticket, they are not supposed to run your name for warrants. There's 2 types of systems that they use. Nikita, could you please put them away? You are being very distractive right now.
I'm stretching.
Stop stretching. Just stuff all out. See, all right, I'm going to tell. You know I'm going to tell. But anyway, when a cop pulls you over, there's 2 systems that they go through. There's one for the Department of Motor Vehicle, and then they have what's called the NCIC, right? That is a database that they run your name for criminal background checks. They are not supposed to do that unless you have a traffic warrant on you that's more than $1,000. When a cop engages with you, what is the first thing that they say? Let me see your ID. And they say, well, I'm just talking to you. Well, why do you need to see my ID if ain't no crime being committed? Then you get other people talking about, well, just do what they say if you ain't got nothing to hide. No, there's a reason why you should not let them run your name. Because just like there's points at your job, every time your name gets entered into a computer in both those databases, it adds points on you. And if your name comes up so many times within a 30 or 60-day time period, they're going to start to question you even more.
It's not even that. You can even be in the car, not even driving in the back seat. You know, asking stuff. I've seen people get arrested for being in the back seat of somebody else's car who got pulled over.
And federal law states that.
I know they're not supposed to do that, but they do.
Yes, the federal law states that if you are a passenger or in the front or the back seat and you get pulled over for a traffic ticket, the traffic ticket consists of the driver only, unless there is, again, probable cause, meaning that a crime has been committed. Suspicion is not a crime. There is no penal code, no state code, there ain't no law that says that suspicion is a crime. And I think police need to be held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you're in a relationship, I hear these women, there's a podcast that I watch called Fresh Pit or something like that. And the chick says that she wanted a dude making 6 figures. So the other guy was like, so what are you bringing to the table that constitute you wanting 6 figures, right? She said, I'm an inspiration. For what? What the fuck is you? She said, well, I inspire my man to do this, my man to do that. He said, I can go buy a crystal ball at the dollar store to inspire some shit. But you wonder why when you meet guys, that these women meet guys, the first thing that they want is just to bone your goddamn brains out. Because you're not being accountable, or then you're mad because you didn't have a baby by Dooflingy, and Dooflingy ain't shit, but you knew he wasn't shit when you first started talking to him. But now you're mad because he still ain't shit. Just saying. People need to be held accountable.
But the thing about being held accountable is a lot of people are not ready for them to see their part in the situation. It's quick for me to point out what you did, but a lot of times we're not ready to see what we did. You know, like a couple of years ago, I was literally arguing with one of this Clint Cole. He has this podcast called Advice from a Fuckboy, and he said the same thing about accountability. And I was in his DMs like, because he was talking about women. And I was like, I'm accountable. And he was like, no, you're not. And we went back and forth. But after a while, I was like, he's right. Because accountability is basically taking off that Band-Aid that you've been covering up that wound, and you got to finally address it. And it sucks when you realize you've been saying everybody ain't shit, but you the one really ain't shit. And then you got to go back and try to, fix or change, do what you got to do to change your life. So a lot of people are just not ready to turn the mirror on themselves. So that's what accountability is. A lot of people are not ready for it.
I agree with that. What you think, BC?
The funny thing about accountability is there are a lot of people who have egos or chips that people have put there. They think very highly of themselves. And the problem with accountability is while we're talking about it, there always seems to be somebody who comes behind saying, oh, it's not a big deal, that's just how they are. You gotta change. They want you to change yourself or how you feel or how you maneuver because they shouldn't have to change because they want you to be the bigger person or take the high road, which again makes them less accountable because they're not having to deal with whatever fucked up problem that they have because someone is always giving them an out. And it's just funny in this day and age that there are a lot of people that are like, they talk about accountability, but then people that need to be held accountable, they're like, oh, don't worry about it. That's just how they are. And so I just find that funny. I'm dealing with that in my personal life. There's people that need to be held accountable. But that's not ever going to happen if people don't stop making excuses. Because at some point in time in this day and age, we're all older. Some are older than others. At some point, you're a fucked up individual. I knew I was a fucked up individual, which is why I went and talked to the nice lady and told her about my feelings and stuff. I've been to the place where you color pictures and you take different colored pills. I've been there because I knew I had issues. At some point, you're not right. And you're going to make a decision on either you're going to try and get right or you're just going to keep getting fucked up. And if that's what you want to keep doing is being fucked up, fine. But I need people to stop asking those of us who have done the work or are trying to do the work to stop giving fucked up people passes. That's how
when it comes to those people, I walk away because at a certain point, I'm going to call it out. And when I call you out, it's going to be a build-up for me constantly pushing your shit aside. And now when I'm snapping, I'm going off from what you did from the beginning to now. So a lot of times I feel like there's never going to be a change of you being held accountable or even a small percentage of you seeing that if the same thing keeps happening, maybe it's you. But if too many people are giving you passes, I may end up walking away to keep me from snapping off and keep me from like, listen, if none of y'all gonna hold her accountable, I'm gonna do it. So to keep me from doing that, I'm gonna walk away. But like you said, a lot of times being held accountable doesn't always mean that you're a fucked up person. It's just it's like with a lot of women who say men ain't shit. Baby girl, if you keep having that same problem, maybe it's you. And if it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, maybe you stop and change things a little bit. Try, listening more before you run your mouth. Just try little things to make things like better. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you'll realize that I need to make more change. But it doesn't mean that sometimes you're a fucked up individual. Sometimes it does.
maybe it's not the, maybe I said that. So it's not that you're necessarily a fucked up individual. You just have fucked up ways. You were trained or taught in ways that were not conducive to being a productive member of society. That's the best way to say it. You can have some really nice people that have some really fucked up ways, and it just turns you all the way off. So let me redact that statement, whatever, or how take it back. See, some people are really, they may be really cool people. They just have some really fucked up ways, and it just eats me up how there's always someone who can see it, or there's people that can see it, and we have to be the bigger person. You know, and like I said, once you start learning about yourself and how to deal with trauma or how to deal with issues, you learn. Stop swallowing that. You don't always have to be the bigger person because you've got to get it out. Because otherwise, it's gonna sit and fester in me, and between the two of us, it's not bothering you. You live your best life doing fucked up shit. Meanwhile, I'm over here mad because you done did some fucked up shit. But it comes back to, like you said, at some point you got to walk away from that person because it's like, bruh, it's gonna be me or you, and I'm gonna
so
get you.
I feel like this is real simple. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Plain and simple. I think
no, you don't.
No, yes. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I myself can hold myself accountable in any measure, everybody else should be too. I don't give a shit about your position. I don't care whose dick you sucking. I don't care whose booty hole you eating. I don't care what sniper position you getting in.
Now you hear what he's saying, right? You hear what he's saying.
Yes, I know what I'm saying. You can look at me like you can look at I don't want to because I'm about to play this other video and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like this. If you fucked up from the beginning, you know you're fucked up. Don't expect me to look the other way because you fucked up. Hush your mouth. If you fucked up from the beginning, and I'm going to show you a video, reason why I say, if you fucked up from the beginning, there's certain things you should not just be doing. It is not in your realm of doing things. Because you're going to come across somebody like me that will tell you about yourself. So I'm going to do this video by Shalakemia. She was on our show. You know, she's all into men's rights and things like that. So I'm going to play this video. And tell me what y'all think about this video. Hold on.
Pay for if we're dating. Number one, all dates. And I don't mean dinner dates. I mean kayaking, snorkeling, going to theme parks, zip lining, etc. I expect the man to pay for all that. Number two, my nails. I get my nails done roughly once a month. That's pretty good for me, so I expect him to pay that. Number three, my hair. I just feel like as your girl, I should just not walk around with my hair looking crazy, and you should pay for it. Number four, gas. I just think that that's just like the masculine thing to do is to make sure that my gas is always on full. Number five, wax. I feel like that's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, you should just pay for my wax. Yeah. Number six, my electric bill. Chances are if we're dating, you're probably going to spend a lot of time in my house, which is going to cause my power to go up. And so you should just pay.
First of all, I'm trying to figure out what did I just watch.
Me too.
No, what did I just listen to? What? What is going on?
Okay, we're going to stop right there.
Have you lost your entire fucking mind? But the sad part about it is somebody's gonna put a ring on that.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's coochie. That's it. You're gonna find some sorry sap motherfucker, excuse my language, is just gonna put a ring on it because she big and built and look like a goddamn orangutan. And when tax time come around, she probably got 29 kids by 15 different dudes. That's the reason why.
But I'm saying, the sad part about it is some man is gonna put a ring on it, and then years later, when she cheats on him and divorces him, walks away with all his money, and he's gonna be in there crying, and we're gonna be like, nigga, she's been telling you this from the beginning. Now I get that, you when you're in a relationship, some things you expect for, the other person to pay for. But I'm like, the whole time she was talking, excuse my language, bitch, what are you paying for? And how?
No, what you should have said was, bitch, have you seen yourself in the mirror? You look like a turd. Burnt black turd that you done ate country chicken from the barbecue because it was so good. You held it for 2 days. It came out and it clogged your toilet. Ain't nobody gonna be paying your guy. You talking about waxing some shit? That's called a weed whacker. When you sitting here built like an upside down mustard bottle and shit that's been burnt to a crisp, and you just sitting there sounding all white and professional, talking about he gonna be over my house. That's cause you eat. Niggas is gonna stay cause of food and coochie. That's it. Now we might not tell you. We gonna lie to the day I wasn't over there. You can be like, but I saw your GPS. You was pinging. I left my phone in the car and I Ubered to my homie house. Niggas is gonna lie. I'm just gonna say.
Listen, if I'm a male, I'm gonna put myself as a male. If I'm doing that, I am putting you in some positions I've made up. I am breaking your back in. I'm doing all kinds because there's no way in hell I'm paying all that much money and we're just dating. Listen, I'm putting a ring on it and I'm gonna do some things to you I done made up. In fact, I'm gonna be watching videos and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna send it to you. When I get home, because we're gonna be living together if I'm paying a light bill. When I get home, everything on this video you gonna do. Because there's no way in hell. And like my thing is, it's okay to ask for your man to pay for this and that, but I'm like, what are you doing for him? So I'm just like, bitch, please. But at the end of the day,
see, if you in this whole video, she was wanting a nigga, a person, a man to pay for every goddamn thing. If I'm paying for something like that and I cannot be seen with you in public, it's a problem. If you sing with her in public, the people from the animal society is going to be upset with you because you are endangering the species. Her ass need to be in a cage someplace where they feeding, where they got the little metal prongs and shit because you sticking your claws out trying to eat and shit like that. Did you see what she looked like? I can post this again.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I swear I sound like an old person.
You do.
Okay, so here's one. Number one, what you look like doesn't matter because even if
yes, it do. If I cannot be seen out in public with you without getting a ticket, it's a problem.
I'm gonna say it does not matter because the type of person she is, she could literally be a 12 and go and get her whole body fixed, and that whole attitude is not cool. Number one, I'm going to say, whether you have a man or not, it still needs to be done. So if you choose to get your man your hair done, you want to get waxed, whatever, you need to be able to sustain it. Now, if I'm with somebody and you want to help, great. It's not expected because at the end of the day, again, whether I'm with you or not, I still present myself out in public. If I have to have a man to pay my hair to get my hair done, and I don't have a man to get my hair done, I'm not going to sit in the house. I'm going to figure it out. Now, as far as the light bill, I follow Love Lucy. He said a long time ago, that's part of the problem. You can take care of yourself. You gotta have your basics. The basics are, roof, car, job, the important shit. If you can't do that for yourself, you don't need to be looking for anybody. Like, period. I don't care, male or female. You don't need to deal with anybody until you get your basic shit right. Because again, whoever you bring into your aura, whatever, they're supposed to be there to help. Now, again, there may be times when you might be off 1 month or 80-20, whatever, and they have to help out. But to expect somebody to pay that as a price, like you basically, baby girl, you just listed your price to fuck. That's what the fuck you do. You just went down the list, you listed your price to fuck. Like myself, I got this set of nails June 30th. They have not been filled or redone because I have kids and I have school coming up and I got shit, so my nails have not been done. I wish I would ask somebody to get my nails done. What the fuck kind of shit I look like? No, that's not. No. But again, maybe that's me being old. I don't know. I just, baby girl, you just gave your price. And your price is, depending on who does it, you just gave what, $250? So $250 to fuck?
Well, the fact is, here's my thing. The fact is you got the nerve to come with this checklist of these expectations.
Because the internet is evil. I swear. TikTok ruined the internet because like it gave people like her the platform. How many likes did she have on that video? Did you go to the original girl's video?
I went to the original video. It wasn't a lot of likes. It was a lot of dislikes. There was a lot of comments on it.
Because she's asking for a light bill. That's generally maybe, let's say, $200. Depends on what she get her nail. That's probably another, let's say, depending on her, it'd probably be $100. So that's $300. Then she said gas. So that's another, we're going to round it up to with the way gas prices. That's another $100. So that's $400 right there. Then she said he got to pay for every day. And depending on where you're going, she probably eating nowhere cheap.
And she not even asking for normal dates. She's asking for we've been together for like 2-year dates. Don't nobody.
That's the whole problem.
I randomly just met you and we about to go kayaking. The fuck? That's how you end up on the first 28.
That's 6 to
You ain't lying. You sure right. That's how your ass end up in the garbage bag somewhere behind Deffenbaugh talking about why the hell my leg is missing. I got to work in the
How
morning.
you end up with stalkers, because there's no way in hell some man gonna do all that and then go decide to move on to the next. No, bitch, we go together.
So I have the key to the relationship. This lady said this. I want to know if y'all agree with this. Now we see what these, and I consider her a woman of today. And I always separate y'all from the women of today, right? So I have a video that I found that I thought was quite right. I know y'all gonna pick, especially BC, she gonna tear it apart. Because that's what she do. But I want you to watch this video and tell me what you think. Is this the key to a healthy relationship? I'm going to play this video.
This says something about fucking and feeding him. I'm going to stab you.
I hope it's with a butter
Fucking
knife.
and feeding him, I'm going to stab you. I promise. I'm going to get off the I saw that.
No, because I need your opinion.
I'm about to pull up with my opinion.
Okay, you can pull up. Gas too goddamn high.
My headlight is fixed. I'm about to pull up on you.
Hold on. Your headlight, you just got your headlight fixed. Now you want to run around town.
Fuck 'em. I knew that was coming.
Hold on. Let me start it over. I'm going to start it over. So y'all can see this. I just felt like this was the key to a happy relationship because it's true. Men are simple creatures.
You can do all that and he's still going to cheat.
That's because you're dealing with some fucked up bums. We talking about men. We ain't talking about boys or bitch ass niggas. We talking about men. Okay, there's a huge difference. Real men are very, very simple. We don't require a lot. We really don't. Come on, let me put this video because I thought it was quite right.
That's why you can't find it.
Oh, I can find it. It's just that I'm doing more than one thing. Let me. They go to the faggots. I'm sorry, Lord. Please forgive me. The Lifka 7 song with the hoochie daddy shorts on and stuff. All right, here it is. Here it is. What the hell? That is an ugly nigga. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna find it. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Here it comes.
You just showing everybody what kind of bullshit you posted on.
Yep. Here we go.
My opinion requires from me 2 things. I'm taking note. Feed them. You got that? Feed them. Mm-hmm. Fuck them. I knew that was coming. That's why I put the thing down. Ready for the last one? Yeah. And shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
Because we talk too much.
Talk too goddamn much.
We do. We want to talk about every goddamn thing. Let's talk. You want to talk about it? No, they don't. They really don't. Because for them, it's over. So my opinion requires from me 2 things. I'm taking note. Feed them. You got that?
If I'm feeding you and putting this thing on you, you can hear what you can do what the hell I gotta say.
So you said
Now listen, I know on some days men like to watch their sports. I'll let you have it. I know when you get off of work you want to chill. I know you have it. But if I'm feeding you, because I barely cook for myself. But if I'm feeding you and putting this thing on you, nigga, you gonna take time to listen to my motherfucking story. There's no
why?
Listen, again, if I'm feeding you and I'm putting this thing on you, because you know I do some things, you gonna take the time out to listen to my goddamn story, because I'm gonna do the same thing for you. But the thing about it is that list is saying, what is he doing for you? Because that's going to get old. If every day I'm feeding and fucking you and making sure you're happy, what are you doing for me?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Because to be honest with you, be straight out honest with you, you're wrong. Because men are very, very simple creatures.
But
now, I get. But hold on.
You doing for me?
But hold on. It doesn't necessarily mean what he's doing for you. We're talking about just for him, right? And I think that's the problem that we have in relationships. It's always, what are you doing for me? What am I doing for you? You got to be something, all these give and takes and stuff, right? Let's just strip all that away. You feed them, fuck them, and forget them. You know, just shut up. I'm going to be honest with you. Real men don't give a shit about, we listen to you because that's what you want. We know that's what makes you happy. Right? We're very, very primal. That's where women, I think, get the disconnect is, you want us to be this Rhodes Scholar. Real niggas don't give a shit about that. As long as the babies is fed, the bills is paid, I did my part, you can feed me, fuck me, and leave me alone. All the other stuff is what you guys want. We don't care, you know, but we do it to entertain you. We do it because we know it makes you feel better. We do it because we know that's what you want. We're just talking about what we want now, right? We don't care about nothing else. Because you know why? If you fed me, I'm full physically. If you done fucked me, you done physically and spiritually put me to bed. I'm happy. I don't need to. I'll go out there and work a 19-hour day job. And make sure your headlights, nails, push-up bra, everything you want is there. If you keep it simple. I think that's the terminology, what I got out of this, not just the physical three, but keeping it simple. When the kids come, well, we'll do everything you want. If you keep it simple with us. Stop trying to, we don't want to go to the ballet. We don't want to take walks in the park. We don't give a shit about none of that. We really don't. But we do it yet again because we know it makes you happy. We know these are some things, your interest and stuff like that. So I think that's what I get out of that, is just keeping it simple. Do you agree that keeping it simple works, or you have to have all that other stuff? What you think, BC? I know you hate the video, but I want to hear what you... Let's just be honest. Is keeping it simple, is that the way to work, or is it have to be a bunch of stuff added to it?
What she meant in the video is when men are like, they don't want all the nagging and things like that, which I can sometimes understand. But that comes to what we see in previous shows as far as communication. What a lot of men see as nagging is not that. It's the fact that, hey, sometimes women have to repeat themselves multiple times because men just do not listen the first 18 times, or they don't respond that they heard, or they don't do anything. And I'm not gonna say it's chicks like that, but again, there's like you reading into it all extra deep. I understood what she was saying. She's talking about the nagging, but that comes back to, again, communication. If I'm, like you said, if I'm feeding and fucking you, I don't want you to listen to me because you feel obligated because I'm feeding and fucking you. I want you to listen to what I have to say because you genuinely want to hear what I have to say. You're interested in what I have to say. Don't pacify me. I hate being pacified. That is the worst feeling in the world because you can tell when somebody is just doing shit to appease you. And if that's what you're going to do, go on somewhere, because as fucked up as it is, as much shit as I have to say, there really is someone out there who will listen to it. There is someone out there who will drink bathwater. There is somebody who will be grateful to listen to you rant about some of the weirdest ass shit. That's the way I feel.
And it also goes to knowing the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking to someone, and there are some times where I know that he needs his time to himself. And there's nothing wrong with that because I know him. We've had communication and it goes back and forth. There are some times where he knows when we're watching TV, I like to snuggle. He may not be into it, but he knows that, you know, you go back and forth, but that's all about communication and knowing each other. And sometimes you're making sacrifices. Like one
That's
time
a relationship.
like I said, it's like I want to snuggle. I want, you know what I'm saying? It's knowing each other and going back and forth. The reason why I said what I said earlier is because we live in a society and it's always been, what can we do to make the man happy? And it's never, what can you do for each other? And again, it's like you said, it goes back and forth. Being in a relationship, you know each other. You know there's going to be times where my man wants to be by himself, and that's okay. And then he knows sometimes, well, I want to snuggle. I want to be spoiled. I want you to listen and talk, and you go back and forth. Now, I'm not going to do it where when you're coming home from work, I know give you your time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if in a situation where I'm doing everything for you to make you happy, you can at least sit down and listen to my dumbass stories, or you can at least watch a show with me. You can at least do something for me, because eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be taking notes. Listen, I didn't cook him 3 square meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't put it on him. I'm doing all this. He hasn't done nothing for me. This is getting old. That's just me. Other people can be okay with it, but I know me. I'm gonna take notes. I'm gonna be like, listen, I ain't getting nothing. This is, sir, come here. We gotta talk. That's how I'm gonna do it. But again, what works for her relationship may work for somebody differently. You know what I'm saying? I agree with keeping stuff simple, because you can overcomplicate stuff that don't need to be. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be just one-sided. You're doing that for him. What is he doing for you? That's all I say about it.
Do you think that a lot of women of today, in your opinion, are asking too much instead of keeping it simple? Because, like a lot of these women of today are very, very self-entitled, like the video that I played earlier with Charlotte Camia. Do you
I'm
think
gonna say
that
no,
they're...
because some of these men are the exact same way, as far as you literally want everything that comes with being
We're not talking about that. Hold on. No, we're not talking tit for tat. We're gonna get to that. I'm just speaking about the women of today. Don't go on the other side just yet, because I agree with you. It does go both ways. But we're just talking about the women of today, because y'all conversate just with them as much as I do. Do you think that their expectation and the way that they've been brought up, excuse me, that they're expecting or wanting too much?
No, I'm agree with BC, because that small percentage that you see on social media that's saying what they listening, that's just a small percentage. It's a higher percentage of women who are just doing what they need to do, so they're not single. They don't want to be alone. So I see a lot of women with men, and they're carrying the groceries in the house. They're pumping the gas. There's a lot of women who I wish would speak up more and present and say what they want and what they're looking for. That small percentage you see on social media is not what's in the world. That's just from what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Can somebody have their conference? We are in a conference call. Now, I think that you're wrong, that the percentage is higher than you think, because a lot of these younger women today, and I've seen it just in my own 2 eyes. Could you tell your boo thing we'll be done in a moment?
Go to bed.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. I can't rock with don't sit there and say we've seen it or we talk to these women, because I don't talk to women like that. There's a certain type of woman like that. We don't have anything in common, dude. I can't rock with you. I don't. Maybe if I had a sugar daddy and I sucked dick and shit, I would have a lot more and I wouldn't have half the problems I do. But that's not how I rock, and I'm not gonna associate myself with people who do that. We ain't got nothing in common. So I don't. I don't think it's very small. I think it's maybe, I don't know, 40% at this point. But I don't conversate with these people, because I can't rock with that shit. That's not, I can't do that. That gives me a headache.
Like I said, I believe the percentage is higher than that from what I've seen and what I've experienced, especially with me working in nightclubs and stuff like that. What I see, a lot of women of today, their expectations is like through the roof.
That again are trying to go and find their soulmate at a nightclub.
Right. That's the whole thing. I totally agree with that. I think that their expectations is ridiculous.
So then it would be easy to say the high percentage of women that you see in the nightclub are going for that, not overall women in general.
I didn't say overall women. Like I said, the women of today, and that's that younger generation
who go to the nightclub that you see.
It's not necessarily just in nightclubs, because I've seen them in other places too. This is my opinion.
But my thing is with that, you can have a whole list and you can have a lot of things that you require. And that's okay, whether I agree with it or not, because some women they ask for too much, some women don't ask for enough. But at the end of the day, people are only going to do what you allow them to do. So I can say, I can have a whole list, and the man can either abide by it or he don't. But if a man if a man or woman, when you say men, if a man is allowing her to do that, then what the hell are we gonna say? We can say that's ridiculous, but he's going with it, because I can see one thing I can say is I do see a lot of more women speaking up. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman says this is what I read, yeah,
that's difficult or bitches or whatever.
Absolutely. And I'm going to agree with it. I'm going to agree with it because Y'all saw the video where the chick had her birthday party, and she wanted her dude to pay for all 18 of her friends. And the moment he refused, now he's a cheap, broke ass nigga. But she didn't, and he said it. I saw both videos. He was like, "But you spent all day with your friends. I'm your dude, but you expect me to pay for all 18 of these? No, it ain't happening. Is all 18 of them gonna meet me in the bedroom and give me some good stuff? No."
But that ain't the first time. I'm pretty sure that that's not the first time that her expectations of him was. She didn't want something of him more like that. Like that wasn't the first time she's done that.
Of course, I totally agree with that. I can only go by the video. We're not going to overthink it. Let's just go by what we see.
But I'm saying, in women like that, that's not the first time that they've done no shit like that. So at the end of the day, whether I agree or not, he allows that to happen. Because I know some men that will give you that look before you even talk and let you know we're not gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? The woman that responds to that the right way is not the woman. Okay, let me classify what I mean by the women of today. I think y'all trying to group them into y'all category, right? The women of today is totally different than y'all. All right? What I mean by totally different, y'all got standards. Y'all have principles. Y'all have values. Things that will better yourself and your situation. If not, you will do it yourself. It's not like you're asking for help, but if the help was there, you'll utilize what's in front of you. If you have a man that's willing to work with you and to communicate with you and what you guys ask for, then that help is there. Two heads is better than one, right? That's how we grew up. We chased the woman. If she didn't want to be chased, fuck her. We'll be gone somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But we also, it was reciprocated back because as I'm chasing you, you'll begin to pursue me too. You know, these are the ways of the old world. The way that these new women think nowadays, no. They don't think like that. They think with their legs, their titties, and they think that twerking is going to get them a higher education. No. Here's something I noticed and seen the other day. They was talking about the city girls and, you know, it's only really 2 city girls. Why they teaching all these women fuck nigga free and all this shit, don't give a fuck about a nigga. They in whole relationships with one person, sharing their wealth and stuff, but teaching all these other girls to fucking nigga this and all that old bullshit. That's the women that I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about women that'll come up, a dude try to talk to them in the club, library, whatever. Not a library because half of them dumb as hell. But grocery store or something like that, you know, and the first thing they asking for is, what's your cash app? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but we can't talk about that because some of the great Snoop Dogg, E40 Ice.
Hold on. See, there you go again. We're not doing tit for tat. I'm just talking about the
tit for tat, but I'm saying if you're gonna tell it all. Men do the exact
let me finish though. Let me finish. I'm talking about women because that's what I deal with, right? We're not gonna go tit for tat because yes, at the end of the day, men do the same thing. Right?
But you never want to talk
about
that.
But hold on. No, because and the only reason why you're offensive is because you didn't experience some of these bitch ass niggas like that. I know you have. You've experienced some of these bitch ass. Hold on. You've experienced some of these bitch ass niggas, just like I've experienced some of these dumb ass females out here. You know, I'm speaking about my experience and what I've seen. I don't fuck with men like that, so I can't say. But what I can say is I've seen dudes do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting to. But I'm talking about women of today, which is what I've dealt with.
You always talking about women of today. You don't ever
women of today.
About men of today.
Because I don't fuck with men like that. That's your job.
But
okay, but we can't talk about the men. You don't ever let us talk about the men. You always want to talk about the women.
Of course, I can defend men. I'm going to defend men. But yes, but let me clarify. Let me clarify for the viewing public, right? Men are some bitch ass niggas too. Just straight out. They want women to do the same goddamn thing, pay for any and everything, and be some bitch ass niggas. Does that suffice, PC? Now, let me get to the comment section. Your honey bunny, sneaky link right here, JR said, your waffle fry guy. He's always been your sneaky link and your waffle fry guy. So, He said, "Ain't no
First of
good
all,
men
they were
or
fun
women."
cake fries, and you ate them all.
Right. I did not eat them all. I just happened to reprocure them when you was not paying attention. Right. So he said, "Ain't no good men or women in the nightclubs." That's bullshit because I work in them. I'm a very good man. Number 2, he said, "I think that video was staged like for likes and was trying to go viral. It isn't real." Yes, I'm starting to think that I might as well say that all these goddamn videos are staged. I'm starting to look at them in a different light. Did I believe all of them? Most of the time, I probably did. Yeah, but yeah. They're staged and stuff like that for likes and stuff. Just like the guy with the McDonald's thing. The girl that we all thought that was in that video was full of shit. But yes, I'm gonna say it again. Men are bitch ass niggas. But I'm also gonna speak about women of today. Like I said, the expectation of them is so ridiculous that it makes you not even. I see why the Lift of 7 people has gained so much popularity. They started stealing symbols because they didn't have enough letters to steal. You know, people go into same-sex relationships because they tired of the opposite sex. And I've heard that. Although I'll never get tired of it because the sniper position is a bad motherfucker. But, you know, just saying. All I'm saying is, and we're going to go back to what I originally said, is accountability. Everybody needs to be accountable for your expectations, for your own motives and stuff, because the ideal person that we want to be with only exists in our heads. And that goes for men and women. Now, what we will do is compromise so much, or we'll try to mold and shape that other person the way we want to. That's where communication and compromise come in. But the ideal person that we have in our head only exists in our brain. Can we agree with that, ladies?
No, Idris Elba is alive. We're just not married yet.
The devil.
Idris Elba.
Oh, Lord Jesus. BC, I'm going to tell you what, I saw something today. I can't say, I made a promise that I wouldn't say it live on the air. But you remember Nikita's nickname, Glory, before the picnic?
Mm-hmm.
She did it again.
You don't listen.
She did it again. That's all I'm saying.
Sir, you don't listen.
Wasn't that the same dress she was wearing? No, that was a different.
It was a different outfit.
If you
All
don't-
I'm saying,
Sir, if you don't shut up.
all I said was her name was Glory.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay,
At the
I'm going to
end
shut
of
up.
the day, I'm going to say this. Women of today or women of the past or whatever, everybody can have their standards. They can have a whole list. It is what it is. It's never going to change. Probably the next generation is going to have to be more fucked up. At the end of the day, people are only going to do what you allow them to do. So if a woman comes on the date or you talking to her, she has a whole list, and you go through that shit, that's on you. I have no sympathy. I'm at this point where I have no sympathy for you. You know what I'm saying? All these women can be like that, but if you keep accepting it, because what's going to happen is men will accept that bullshit, and then one day they're going to wake up and they're going to realize it ain't what they want. So when they come to the next person, they either going to be sad, bitter, taking it out on her for what you allowed the other woman to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, people only going to do what you allow. Simple as that. Stop allowing bullshit and you're going to be fucked up.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. So let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all see the news about what happened in Lee Summit?
I don't watch the news.
Oh, the water park?
The water park situation. Okay, so I pulled it up. It's not a long video that was recorded. But basically what happened was, it was these two kids, these black kids, they live in Lee Summit, and they're YouTubers, got a huge following. They paid $2,000 to rent this water park out months in advance. So the day shows up, and I believe it was one of their birthday parties, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of their birthday parties. But they had all of this in advance, and the worker there said she did not feel comfortable with that many black people being there. This was a viral video. I pulled it up, and it says a well-known water park, Summit Waves in Lee Summit, Missouri, is under fire for Jim Crow era denial of black park goers. What do you think about that?
Keep in mind, they did have chaperones. They had adults that were going to be there.
Yes, it was something it was planned out months in advance because I read the story on it. Right, they paid $2,000. These kids. They said these two YouTube kids got like 60,000 followers on YouTube. You know, there was adults there. I mean, everything was fine on their part. But the worker said that she didn't feel comfortable and had the nerve to have security there. What do you think about that?
At the end of the day, you gonna run me my money. I mean, we live in a day and age where racism is just out and bold. I mean, it's
They gave the money back. See, I believe she did give the money back.
okay.
I haven't confirmed that, but I know that it was just the fact that she said, I don't feel comfortable. And they was like, why?
And I'm not surprised that happened, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that everybody who arrived made it safely home. You're gonna run me my money, and then plus after you give me my money back, I'm taking you to court for emotional support. I'm gonna figure out I'm going to therapy. I can't get my water no more. Every time somebody say the word park, I shake. I'm having big crumbs.
Wait a minute. She said I can't get in the water no more.
Devil's advocate, though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be so emotional. I'm gonna have my nieces holding me. They can be like, my TT ain't been the same no more. I'm getting paid, so at the end of the day, I hope they right.
Devil's advocate. I don't agree with it. I'm not saying that I do. As messed up as it's going to sound, not bringing race into it, but any large following of kids around that age, I'm going to be questionable. I'm going to be questionable anyway. But again, I don't agree with the race part of it. I will say though, somewhere down in the fine print of the little stuff that nobody ever reads, I bet you there's something about we reserve the right to refuse. Especially if it's a private water park. If it's not like the Kansas City Parks and Rec Park, they have as long as it's written
now,
somewhere.
Let me explain a couple things. JR said those boys followed everything on the contract and didn't break anything, and she had no valid reason to cancel their function. Now, here's something. Whether it's in writing or not, Kansas was one of the first 12 states after 9/11 to have what's called a right to work state or a right to service state. Basically, they can refuse you service or refuse you employment without any just cause. It's up under the Patriot Act. And that's something that Homeland Security had got enforced right after 9/11. So now all states have the option to do that. But they were one of the first 13 states to do that. Now, even though, yes, they followed the contract, it was just the principle of the fact that because you don't feel comfortable. In my opinion, that is not your job, whether you feel comfortable. You're at a water park. Your job is to make sure nobody's drowning and they're adhering to the rules of the park. Because you don't feel comfortable is a personal feeling. Your personal feelings don't represent the park or that company. And this is where a lot of people get it twisted today because of your personal feelings get in the way of company policy or the better judgment. For an example, hold on.
Sorry, you touched me right there. That took my heart.
You know, for an example, like with the video recording in public, right? It is a federal law that there is no expectation of privacy in public. You have to create that on your own. My opinion, there's no difference than me holding my camera up than a closed circuit video camera. You're still being recorded regardless. And they say, well, you don't have my permission. Don't need your permission. That's an old Hollywood movie myth about needing somebody's permission or likeness to record or use it for the use of sale or making any type of monetary gains. If you don't have your name or your likeness copywritten, they can show paperwork of that, then anybody can record you. You know, your personal feelings does not trump that. That's what happens in law enforcement is they don't follow the rules, they follow their personal feelings. Again, this lady had no just cause because you feel uncomfortable. If you didn't feel uncomfortable, then your punk ass shouldn't have been working that day. Now, as far as racism, let me ask you a question. We all know racism exists. I've noticed more that racism today is being more prevalent. Is it because it's being recorded and being more acknowledged today, or has it always been like this? That's my last question to you guys before we get out of here.
It's always been like people are seeing it for what it is. Other people who haven't experienced it are finally seeing what we've been seeing all these years.
I think it's because we allowed somebody who was in the highest office get in there and act a monkey fool and say whatever he had to say. He was racist beyond racist, and they felt like, well, since he can do it and he hasn't been held accountable for it, I'm back to acting fool. And then they started acting fool, and then none of them is being held accountable. So they like, well, shit, it's a free for all. You know what I'm saying? So, because the FBI recently said something like, they said the biggest threat right now is what's it called? Domestic terrorism, like white supremacy. So it's always been there. It's just the difference is just they saw somebody in the highest office be a racist ass, so they're like, shit, he can do it, I can do it.
So I agree with everything. I think two things here. I agree with, yes, when Donald Trump got in office and it became publicized about bigotry and racism and the freedom of speech. Now it gave everybody a pedal to the metal, a free-for-all to say and choose what they wanted to. I think another critical moment in history where it became acceptable to be like this was the Rodney King situation. Remember, that was recorded as well, put on TV, and all those men got off. All of them got off, and that's what spurred the LA riots.
It was recorded by a white man too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was recorded by a white on an old VHS like this. Recorded all those officers beating him down, and when they got away with that, I think that was more of the catalyst of, fuck it, we can just do what we want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? JR says real quickly, the police kill us because they don't feel comfortable. And that's absolutely right. They don't feel comfortable. And I think more or less it's the knowledge of now that more people are becoming aware of the law, the things that you can and can't do, you know what I'm saying, and that accountability that they're supposed to have. And now that everything is so viral and we have instant access to receive, to gain mass attention through media, we're becoming a threat now. And the only way that you can combat that threat, they think, is by more violence. And it's not. Like, I don't agree with defunding the police. I just believe that they should be held more accountable. But at the end of the day, if I call 911 and say somebody's breaking in my house, they're not going to come respond to me. And I live in a white neighborhood.
The funny thing is, people talking about they don't want people coming in from surrounding areas to be on the police because they can't relate to them, but you're not having your son be the police. Matter of fact, your son probably couldn't even be the police because your son's got a record from here to next Tuesday. But that's a whole different conversation for a whole different day.
So JR said, how will we hold them accountable? Hold them accountable is really, really simple, in my opinion. It's more education. Because if you actually look at what their policies and procedures are, and I have had a look at them, their policies and procedures are not to protect and serve. That is not their policy. Their policy is to immobilize by any means necessary, to assess a threat and to neutralize it. That is what their policy states. So I'm gonna give y'all some homework.
I'm gonna say something real quick. I know we're talking about all the bad police stuff, and it's rough out here. But can we say this? The Kansas City police officers that we have are some of the thickest, fondest men. I'm saying, listen. They so damn thick. I be out here trying to figure out how can I get a misdemeanor so I can get arrested, but I'm gonna get out. I know they fucked
BC,
up.
do me a favor. Can you Uber her some Casamigos? I'll go half. I
don't need no alcohol. I'm good.
You definitely don't need no Casamigos. That is definitely not what you need.
Or what you call Kevin Hart's the Camarino Crystalline something?
The Grand Coramino Respado Crystalino.
She needs some of that shit.
I'm just
She
saying,
can't have none of that either.
I wanted to give a different perspective. Like,
She can
I
have
know
some Amsterdam. That's what she can
She
have.
said, I'm trying to figure out how I can get a misdemeanor, not a felony, but a misdemeanor.
But she's very
Just to get it.
serious.
I know she is.
I've thought about listen because sometimes at Quick Trip they have some thick cops. I've thought about maybe I can go through Quick Trip and be like, come out, get a bag of chips and be like, I'm stealing. Hey.
You know what? I don't even want to picture that right now. I'm done. She said, "Hey, I'm stealing." You just admitted to the crime. That's a felony.
But it's a small bag of chips. It's $1.
They don't give a damn about the size. That's called theft.
But see, when I do it, I'm gonna have on a cute little dress. You know what I'm saying? Some heels. I'm like, I'm gonna be walking around switching like I'm stealing.
That's solicitation, ma'am. That's solicitation.
Solicitation. That only works with white women in white neighborhoods. You go anywhere past anywhere past 156. You know, you got to be out in Belton, Harrisonville, Smithville. All right, so we about to get out of here. Did y'all see the video about this? Says the man paid to fly the woman into town, and she didn't want to give him any sex, so he kicked her out and canceled her flight.
I saw, but I didn't really say. Yeah, I saw it.
I do think it was staged, but I've seen that before. We're going to talk about that next time. JR says all she have to do is say, "Hey, I'm Glow Ray." I'm dead. I'm dead. You are known for Glow Ray. Oh, Jesus. Waffle Fries said it best. I'm done, y'all. All right, y'all. One more final. Everybody give me a good final thought before we go. Because we got to pay some bills. Go ahead, Nikita, Glow Ray. I didn't say it. JR said it. Give me one final thought.
Everybody have a blessed and prosperous weekend to be amazing. A week and a weekend. Just be good. Have fun.
Just nasty all through the weekend.
I said have a prosperous day. I didn't say nothing about being nasty. Have
that
a
is
prosperous day in Jesus' mighty name.
Don't bring Jesus into this. You just talking about stealing so you can have a cop tracking you. Don't bring him into this.
Listen, it's not my fault Kansas City hired some thick ass cops. It's not my fault.
JR says funnel cake fries. I'm done. All right, BC, one final thought.
I mean, I'm just going to say my nails, like I said, I've had this set on since June 30th and last. I got them done. I done glued a couple of them back on because, they old. But I did manage to buy and change my headlight myself. This is the old one.
So you had no help from nobody else?
These bitches are not cheap.
You had no help from nobody else?
No, I didn't have any help actually.
Nobody gave you no headlights?
No, actually they did not give me any fucking headlights. Thank you very much. That's why
I'm just asking. So she taking 100% of the credit. So that
I am taking 100% of the credit because I pay my dues. So yes, I did that my damn self. Thank you very much. And that's why my fingernails look like this.
Okay. So that is your final thought. Okay. My final thought of the day.
Well, that and I'm going to come cut you because I told you not to play the video and you played it anyway.
Okay, good thing she doesn't know where I live at.
You sure about that? Final answer?
Absolutely.
I'll send you the address. Yeah.
I'm not exactly where y'all think I'm at, so y'all can wonder where all y'all want to. I'm not even in Missouri. Ha!
I'll send you the address.
You got to go back home and go to work.
No, I don't. My computer goes anywhere I go to. I got Wi-Fi, baby. See, I don't have to piss off 23 people for that shit. I'm just the shit. They gonna catch you outside talking about what's happening. We knew you be here on Friday. All right, my final thought of the day is, I'm not even going to say accountability. I'm going to say my final thought of the day is real simple. I want everybody to put yourself first. Stop worrying about others. Your happiness depends on yourself, not anybody else. You should be able to maintain your own happiness. If you don't know what makes you happy, sit down and figure it out. Do something nice for yourself besides drink Casamigos and make appointments. That's all I'm going to say. But police me because you done stole a bag of chips from Quick Trip on 103rd and State Line and you going to Johnson County Jail. No, but do something nice for yourself. Treat yourself. You know, I remember Snoop Dogg said, I thank me. Thank yourself for knowing that you did the best that you can. That is my final thought for today. We are going to get out of here. You are watching. We're going to pay some bills real quick. You are watching the First Amendment Let's Talk Tuesday podcast, where our motto is we talk about the things that don't nobody else want to talk about. Ain't no subject taboo. You can find us on Facebook on our fan page at the word for the number one ST Amendment Let's Talk Tuesday podcast on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube at Dominic McKinney. I'm also on Snapchat at Dominic29 if you want to be a blessing to the show or anything else that we got going on. Cash App is at Nico42, $Nico42. I am on TikTok at Dominic41. You can find me on IG at Dominic29. You can find Brenda Castleberry at Brenda Castleberry and TikTok at Ignatic Scorp. You are watching the crew that is right here. This is 2/3 of the crew that we have right here. Also, you can find us. Also, we are members of the Cybertruck and Car Club. But yes, you can find us on our Facebook page for that. Also, our crew is Crystal_Unleash, and you can also find Nikita at Nikita Boo, Nikita Hightower, IG and Instagram. Done paying some bills. Also, please be on the lookout. The flyer should be done this week. JR says peace. September 24th at Monarch Cigar Lounge out in Grandview. I will have more information next week. We will be having cigars and brims. It is a event that we're going to have at Monarch Cigar Lounge. All three of us will be there, plus some other people. We are raising money and raffling off some prizes. We want to take at least 10 boys to go get their hair cut. We know school is starting, so we want them to start off fresh. It'll be September 24th at 7 p.m. All vendors are welcome. I will have more information for you next week. Hopefully the flyer will be done. So be on the lookout for cigars and brims. We will be having jungle juice there. All these pretty ladies are going to get y'all to smoke a cigar for the first time. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. BC, you did not see the video today. Our new intro video. I'm going to play it for you. Ain't that so great?
BC saw the video when we sent BC the video a while ago.
Well, we didn't ask BC for all that bullshit. We talking about live on the show.
Well, this time was like the first time. I am blown away.
Thank you. We play it again. That was just so cool. JR says, nice intro. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We got more intros to come, though. But we about to get out of here, y'all. From myself to yourself, we thank you for tuning into the First Amendment Let's Talk Tuesday. And as we always say, peace.